What's going on, guys? SmashBros33 here, bringing you another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This one's against my boy CasedVictory, and I got a standard OU match for you guys today. And let's bring up that battle right now. So, I participated in No JNP's tournament. Unfortunately, I did lose to Robotnik is Sexy, but not the biggest deal, and he is not my opponent in this match. And I'm going to tell you a little something. His Jellicent was a real pain. His Reuniclus is always a pain. And always to watch out for Terrakion, Skarmory. Very standard stuff on both sides with the exception of, well, my Swampert because it's underused, but whatever. That's just my standard stuff, but, you know, it was a good match. So he's going to lead off with his Jellicent, as he predicted me to lead off with Infernape, which he was correct. But I figured it would be the best thing to lead off with, because I can just U-turn out if I don't like the situation. So, it's exactly what I do. I U-turn, it does amount of damage, and I go switch out, and I go out to my Blade Edge, my Sizer. And now he's going to go for the Scald, and luckily for me, spoilers, I don't believe I end up getting burned once in this battle with the Scald, which is something we don't see very often, because we all love, yet we hate Scald at the same time. So, I U-turn again, because I knew he wasn't going to switch, so I might as well switch out, and I go out to Swampert now. So he's going to Scald me once again, and it isn't going to do much, because it's a Jellicent. It's not powerful. It's just like a special wall. So after all this leftovers business, I am going to, I believe, go for the Earthquake. And he goes up to his Breloom, and I'm not really worried because I know its best move is like Seed Bomb or something of the like. And that Earthquake did okay despite being resisted, so I'm not worried about it. I'm obviously going to switch out because I do have Ice Beam, but that's just like a last case thing. And I highly doubt I could live a Seed Bomb. So I got to Espeon because I know I outspeed it because Breloom's actually fairly slow. So I'm pretty sure I can outspeed it, and I am going to outspeed it because I am max speed after all. So I'm going to hit with the Side Shock, and very obviously I am going to break the sub, as I believe he is going to go for another substitute. No, never mind, he goes for the Seed Bomb. And that is going to do a butt ton of damage. Luckily, it doesn't get the KO. I'm not sure, so maybe someone can do a calc on that for me. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure Seed Bomb has a chance of OHKOing. I'm not entirely sure, though. But obvious Side Shock is obvious, so he switches out into his Reuniclus to sponge the hit like it's nothing. That did about 10%, so whatever. But it's fine, because I have the Calm Mind and I have the Shadow Ball as well. So I'm going to Calm Mind up, as he is going to go for the Hidden Power. And I honestly thought whatever move he went for, except for maybe Side Shock, that I'd be able to live it at +1 special defense, but turns out I don't, which kind of sucks. But then again, Espeon special defense is only usable. I go out to Scizor, obvious U-turn is obvious. So he's going to go out to his Kaka! And the Skarmory is going to take the hit like a Bouse because it is 4 times resisted. So with that, Scizor comes back to me as I go out to my Salamence. My big Mincemeat. This thing makes mincemeat out of everything. So I believe I am going to go for the Draco Meteor here, or the Fire Blast. I mean, obvious Fire Blast is obvious. And Yeah, I do go for the Fire Blast, and the Flash Fire activates, but I'm not really concerned, except for the fact that he's on an air balloon, and I did not catch that when I was facing him. I was chatting with him over Skype, and I missed that he had an air balloon, so he basically got his rocks up for free. I'm not entirely concerned, though, because I can hit him with the Draco Meteor, and I'm very confident that even with a Flash Fire boost, that I will be able to live any of his Fire-type moves. And his air boom's gonna pop, so and he knows I'm mixed now because I did show him Earthquake. But he's gonna hit me with the Fire Blast, and that does actually a great amount of damage despite being resistible. He has that +1 technically, so good thing on his part. And he goes out to his Jellicent again, as I am going to go for the Roost. Probably predicting the switch and predicting my Earthquake. And I guess that's Jellicent will be physically defensive. I'm not 100% sure on that. But based on his hard switch into Jellicent, and he probably could have gone into Reuniclus to take it a little better. But anyway, I get some damage off on the Jellicent, and it's a 2-hit KO from the range. And it turns out he has Ice Beam. So I was kind of caught off guard because Jellicent doesn't usually carry Ice Beam. So, good play on his part, caught me off guard. And this Jellicent, like most, are a complete pain in the butt. So I am going to go out to the best thing that can take this out clean from that shot. And I'm very confident that a Stone Edge from my Terrakion will be able to take it out. So that's exactly what it does. I mean, thank God. I mean, I am Scarfed after all. When I did it, I was not confident that I would get the KO. But now I know that I got the KO from that range, so I'm going to switch up because I am locked down Stone Edge, and Terrakion is going to be firing off close combats because that's kind of what it does. And I was hoping that he wasn't Scarfed, so it wouldn't result in a speed tie, and from that damage, it looks like it is banded, unless I am very much mistaken and close combat is just that powerful. But I'm pretty sure Scizor could live a Scarf Terrakion's close combat from that range. But it's all whatever, because I am going to go for the close combat as he's going to switch into his Reuniclus. I could have predicted that and went for the X-Scissor. But I figured, what the heck, close combat is the safe option, because if he decided to stay in predicting the X-Scissor, then I would have lost my Terrakion. But he goes out to Reuniclus, so I get good damage despite close combat being resisted, and I am going to go out to Swampert because I figure I can either phase this thing out, or whatever the case may be, and I believe I do go for the Roar here. I am really thinking about, when I get the chance, of course, I am going to give this thing Stealth Rock instead of either Ice Beam or Roar. I mean, Ice Beam does catch some dragons off guard. I mean, I have KO'd some Dragonite Immense with it. It does have its uses, but it's not the hugest thing. But I go for, I believe that was the Earthquake. And it's 2-hit KO from that range, so I know I can live another Side Shock because I am relaxed. Or am I relaxed? No, scratch that. I am sassy, but I have slightly heavier defense investment. And I just go for the Scald, because if he does switch into whomever, then it'll just take Scald damage or a burn or whatever. Now in comes Breloom, and I just go for the Ice. I did not know I would be able to outspeed the Breloom. And I am actually able to net the KO with the Swampert versus Breloom. When do you ever see that? Unless he's running a Brave Nature or something, or Breloom is just not fast like that. But no, I don't know what he did. Now that I'm really thinking about it. I am going to go for the Scald here on the Skarmory. And I do get the burn, which is just insult to injury, as this Brave Bird is not going to KO. It would have KO'd if he was not burned. But I wouldn't have minded so much because Swampert is kind of left for dead at this point. He was until Skarmory got burnt. Now the burn is slowly chipping away at his health as I am... Oh yeah, that's why I went first on the Breloom, because of Trick Room. I feel stupid. But he's going to set up the spikes now because he is faster, and I am going to go for that big Scald. And I believe he does die to the burn here. So, really good work, Swampert. You got 3 KOs, I believe. Oh wait, no. It didn't get the KO with the burn. He just sets up his 3rd layer spikes, I believe. I mean, if my Espeon wasn't dead, I would have probably switched out to it. But it's not that huge a deal because I'm at a pretty clear advantage here at this point because my Infernape hasn't really even been touched yet. And I believe my thought process here was just let him close combat, get the defense drop, and if he is banded like I assumed he was, then Infernape can outspeed and close combat, or Terrakion can come in close combat and get the one shot. Now that was my thought process. And I do go out to Terrakion, like I said before, because mine is Scarfed as opposed to Banded. So I am able to go first after all the spikes damage racks up, because he is Banded. Just from the damage calculations from Scissor earlier, I believe he was Banded, so I am able to get the one shot off on the Terrakion, which is great, because that's just a huge threat out of the way. And I believe he might have 1 Pokemon left. Oh yeah, he just has Heatran. And I'm just gonna finish him off with a close comment. And that is going to be the game. So good game, CasedVictory, my boy. I mean, of course I'm gonna battle you again. I mean, I battle you on PO quite a bit. And so, it's a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed my content, and if you do, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm hopefully going to have an Emerald episode up this weekend by the end of it, hopefully. And maybe another battle. There's more to come. And, I mean, I also want to give a little shout out to Robotnik is Sexy because he beat me, and I know I'm not the greatest, but I'm trying. And he beat me, and I wish him luck because hopefully he's going to face Joey, but that's a whole nother thing. And so, with that, I am going to say I am going to sign out now. So, peace everyone. See you guys next time.